Hey, good morning, everyone. This is Jojo Gonzalez, and I'm just going to share with you guys my morning routine. I've already kind of taken care of a bunch of my stuff. I'm here at my office, man. I'm prayed, worshiping my headphones, and I'm getting into the Word of God. I'm trying to apply the Word of God to my life, and I'm sharing that with you and asking you to apply the Word of God to your life. So I've been going through the Psalms today. I'm in Psalm 52, and it's a different kind of psalm than what we've been going through. It's the Psalm of David. David's on the run. He goes to Abimelech's house, right? And there's Doeg the Edomite there, and Doeg goes back and tells Saul, what's going on, where David's at. And they come and they kill Abimelech. And they kill, different people's families. So this is the psalm that David writes. He says this. He says, "Why do you boast of evil, O mighty man?" And that, if you look at the world around us right now, the world boasts of so much evil and so much sin that goes on in the world and in our lives. He says this: "The loving kindness of God endures all day long." Even though all that goes on, the loving kindness of God endures. He says, "Your tongue devises destruction," right? Through the words they use, the things they teach, whatever it is. And he says, like a sharp razor working deceitfully, you love evil more than good, and falsehood more than speaking what is right. In verse 4 it says, "You love all words that devour, O deceitful tongue." Then he changes, he says, "But God will break you down forever." None of those things, the love of sin, love of drugs, sex, money, violence, are going to stand in the presence of the Lord. All those things are just going to be wiped out, going to be obliterated. And he says, God will break you down forever. He will take you away and tear you away from your tent, from wherever you're dwelling at. He's going to uproot you from the land of the living. The righteous will see it and fear, and will scoffingly laugh, saying, "Look, this is the man who would not make God his strength, wouldn't make God his stronghold, wouldn't make God his fortress." And that's what we're asking you to do. Do you make God your strength? Do you make his word that's what comes out of your mouth? Not the deceitfulness, not the sharp razor, man, but the peace, the love, the joy, the faithfulness, the gentleness, the righteousness, the self-control. Is that what comes out of your mouth today? Then he says, but trusted in the abundance of his riches. Don't trust in the abundance of your riches. That is just, it's temporary. It's just going to go away. Taking refuge in your wealth. He says, "But as for me," he says, "I'm like a green olive tree in the house of God." One that's been cared for, planted, rooted, just flourishing green olive tree, plenty of water. And he says, "I trust confidently in the loving kindness of God forever and ever." Is that you? Are you planted in the house of God? Are you allowing God to water you and take care of you and prune you where you need to be pruned? Are you trusting confidently in his loving kindness, or are you trusting in your own will, your own want, your own talents, your own whatever it is, right? Things of this world. Are you trusting in the Lord? Then in verse 9 he says, "I will thank you forever because you have done it and you have rescued me and kept me safe." Talking to the Lord. It's only the Lord. And he says, "I will wait on your name, for it is good in the presence of your godly ones," amongst brothers and sisters in the Lord. So I ask you the same thing, man. Wait on the Lord. Don't run here or there. Don't chase after this or chase after that. You find yourself out there away from the Lord, man, come back. It's never too late to come back. So just a good word today. Very encouraging, for no matter where you are on the spectrum. Whether you're away from the Lord, come back. You're trusting in yourself, come back. Trust in the Lord. You're trusting in the Lord, man, continue to. And you're planted in the house of God, that green olive tree, be blessed, man. And he says, "I trust confidently in the loving kindness of God forever and ever." So good psalm this morning. Think about these things you go about your day. God bless.